What is happening, fellow pioneers of human transportation? Yogi Steve, E.S.A, the Electric Scooter Academy live stream. Voromotors podcast number, what are we at, 57? How's the signal here? Oh, it looks a little sketchy. What is happening? I guess the sound is okay. Voromotors podcast number 57, sponsored podcast. You guys know that means I get paid for twice a week. Just like to let you know up front, because I do like to promote anything new going on with Voro for at least the first 10 to 30 minutes of the podcast. Then we can just talk about anything. You can drop any sort of question on me. Hope everybody's doing good. Number 57, big stories, big stuff going on. First, isn't really specifically about Voro, but Voro did give me a whole bunch of tickets to give away. So Electrify Expo, June 22nd. Like, is that next Saturday or Sunday? It's probably got to be Sunday, right? The 22nd. What's today? It was Friday the 4th. Today's the 15th. The 22nd is going to be Sunday. I got free tickets for you. Email me at yogadude9@gmail.com. I'm not sure how to get them to you yet. Maybe there'll be a list at the entrance to the Electrify Expo. But it looks super fucking cool. I've been looking at like the list of vendors that are going to be there. I mean, Voromotors will be there, so I'm sure they're going to have like a Hooga, the Project Daytona, the Hooga Daytona. I'd imagine they're going to have one there for you to test ride, maybe an InMotion RS. I don't really actually know what they're going to have. But if I understand the way Electrify Expo works, I have general admission tickets. They're like $22. You could get like $100 tickets if you want to race or get privileged service. I'm not even sure what it is, but I got free general admission for you. And I'm pretty sure with general admission, you can borrow vehicles from all the vendors that are there and try them out. So it's super rare to have all these vendors in one place. And if you want to know what vendors are going to be there, go to Electrify Expo. Just Google it. There's a huge long list. It's an unbelievably long list. But I'm excited to be there, and I'm definitely going to be there. I'll probably be there earlier in the day. I'm not sure what time it starts at, but I'm going to aim to get there like early when it starts. I'll usually do about 2 hours at an event like this, and I got to go back home. Usually it's because I got to work, but in this case, my girlfriend's taking me out there, and she has a concert to go through this night. So I'll be there early in the day. You guys can message me on all my platforms if you want to hook up, say hello, catch some video with me. But and please do. I always remember that I met Louis from the Average Guy 1983 out there at, this was called Rider Fest, which was October of 2023, if I'm not mistaken. I think. Regardless, these events are super fun. I love meeting subscribers and fans. I love trying out the vehicles myself. Believe me, I'm bringing my helmet and my gloves. I always say minimum safety for riding. I always like to wear full gear, but helmet and gloves will be enough for me. I'm looking forward to trying as many vehicles as I can out there. Of course, I'm going to shoot a video of it. Always excited about doing that. But I hope to see some of you guys out there for sure. What's up, Ozzy Jackus? How you doing? Yeah, it's fucking getting hot over here. Ozzy, the protests are not really in my neighborhood, so it's quiet. But in this second half and the non-Voromotor scooter stuff, I'll get back to. We'll talk about all local stuff for sure. Glad you like the shirt, James. So Electrify Expo, the 22nd. yogadude9@gmail.com. Just message me there. I think only Mr. Spooglespore has taken advantage of this so far. But I have a bunch of local friends that I'm going to probably give tickets to who are going to want to go. It's about an hour from Hollywood. It's not too bad, but it's pretty far for me. I don't like to go anywhere. I mean, I do 800 miles a month on a scooter and fucking 50 miles a month in a real car. But it'd be cool to hang out with you guys, to maybe get a chance to ride around with you on the track. And if you're a YouTuber, bring your camera, bring your gear. We'll make a little video together. But I'm excited about that. It's been a while since I've done an event. And I like the gathering of all these vehicles. I think it's going to be a little bit, San Pedro is a little bit more closer to the shore, right? So it won't be as hot as it can be this time of year. But very excited about that. yogadude9@gmail.com. YOGADUD, the number 9@gmail. It's in it's in my description somewhere. Exciting news from Voromotors is the Hooga Daytona, formerly known as the Project Daytona. Their big 72-volt, 40-amp-hour dual-stem scooter. It's available for ordering right now. I don't think that they have them in stock yet, but it's basically dropped to be able to order, and they're shipping at the end of the month. And for a product like this that I think Voro is so very close to the production of, I think that they're going to ship, very close to, if not totally on time. I think that they're shipping 26th to the 28th. I'm not even really, let's look at it really quick. I don't want to give wrong information about something like this. This is pretty important. This is sort of like the house brand for Voromotors. I can't wait to get myself in one of these things. It'll probably be a while before I see it. But let me see. I know that the interesting thing is the price, $36.99, $3,700. This is like a 150-pound super fast scooter with got some of the guts from the EMOVE Roadster, which is like a $7,000 scooter. Come on, my fucking internet just sucks here today, as usual. All right, let's see here. The Hooga Daytona. What's a Hooga? Does anybody know? Is that like a Chinese or Korean word? What is it? Oh, come on. I can't find it on the fucking menu that easy. You gotta fix this fucking menu if it's available. Where is this bitch? Oh, here, I can go like this. But anyhow, $36.99 is the dropped price point. Pretty sick. It's available for ordering. I don't have a bonus code or anything for it. I don't even have a link set up yet. It's kind of my style. I don't really want to be promoting it until I ride it, you know? So Voromotors, you got to lend me one for a couple weeks. If I'm lucky, you'll give me one. All right, here we go. I finally found the Voromotors page. And I'm also going to be, I want to go back to the old format of streaming off of my computer. I'm going to make some changes in the next, like, month or so. I'm going to do a ton of live streaming starting, oh, fuck, this is not the Cruiser. What the fuck is this? But, yeah, I can't find the ordering fucking thing. Voromotors. I thought these were available for order. What the fuck? I can't fucking find this. Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm going to go back to a form. I want to be able to share the screen with you guys so you guys can see this. So I probably, like, the next stream or the stream after that, I'm going to go back to streaming off my laptop. It's a lot more work. It also costs me like $60 a month to have a program to run that, but I'm going to try to cultivate money through a lot of super chats through DoorDash live streams. I have so many DoorDash long form videos on SD card in my GoPro, in my DJI. I can probably spend a couple weeks of just doing live stream. There's something wrong with my fucking internet. This is fucking torture. But anyhow, I know most of the specs. The Daytona's got huge fucking 14-inch tires, 72 volt, 40 amp hour battery, pretty big battery. It weighs like 150 pounds. It's big, and it's got those really awesome, that dual stem up front, pretty cool locking mechanism. And I can't wait to get into one. And I won't have much to say. You guys know my style. Like, how much can I say about a scooter if I don't ride it? So I'll get one for loan, for ownership, soon enough, whenever they're available. Because this is like one of Voro's house products. I think they'll have enough in stock to at least lend me one. And who knows, maybe in the long run I'll get one. What else is going on that's a little more like reality is going to happen is I'm getting an InMotion jet. Is that what it's even fucking called? I don't even fucking know. I swear to God, I'm sorry, guys. I'm just having, like, I'm working all my internet off this personal hotspot and it just fucking sucks. Like, for some reason. So, but anyhow, here, Melvin sent me a message. Yeah, the RS jet. So I'm excited about that. I'm going to get one of those for 2 weeks. I'm probably going to get that early this week. I'm talking to Melvin about, I got a guy that'll bring the scooter to me. It's such a fucking pain in the ass, like, you know, having to go to the fucking Voro with a friend of mine to pick up a scooter. It's not that far, but I hate putting scooters in cars, to be honest with you, especially these big ones. So I don't know much about the InMotion jet. I mean, I can't really find much about it. I don't even know if it's available at Voro right now. It must be if they have boxes of them. But I'm sorry, I'm having trouble with my fucking internet, so I can't see this the way I want to. Let's see if they got the InMotion. I think they have the InMotion on the menu. Yeah, they do. It's coming soon. They don't have it as available yet, so I guess I'll be one of the first guys to have a jet. So I'm very excited to have that. I assume that's kind of like a 60-volt version. I don't really know. I don't want to say if I don't know. But I'm very excited about it. I'm excited about anything new. The InMotion jet represents the latest evolution in portable dual-stem electric scooters. Out of the box comes with modern technology and enhancements. We all know this stuff. Where are the specs? They don't have much about it on here. Interesting. I'm excited. Let me see if I can look it up. Maybe like InMotion themselves has information about the jet, because this is truly coming to the channel. This is you know, I got a message when I get a message from Melvin. He says he's sending me something like right away. I know it's coming. So it's not. I'm not getting. I'm setting up a delivery. I'm not picking it up. Yeah. I can't see. There's nothing about it. InMotion doesn't have anything about it. What the fuck? That's crazy. Excited about it though. We'll be in it. We'll be doing. I got to do deliveries on it. Get it out there. Excited about that. Voromotors also has the Tevron line available, the Mini Fighter and the Fighter Supreme. Mini Fighter, the 60 volt, 25 amp hour version. Fighter Supreme, it's called the 7260, so it's easy to remember. 72 volt, 60 amp hour battery. This is a little more expensive scooter. I think they're like $42.99. I don't have a bonus code for those yet. I don't really want a bonus code for these scooters if I'm not actually testing them. So again, that is also going to be coming to the channel eventually. But if you're looking to buy a Tevron, Voromotors is the place to buy. InMotion RS 2.0. You guys know I can tell you a lot about the InMotion. I have over 3,600 miles, I think, on mine now. And I have the first gen InMotion. It's not called the InMotion RS 1.0, but it is the first gen. And that scooter had some systemic issues with the motor wire cables and maybe the app. So the 2.0 comes with upgraded motor cable wires. They were burning out for some people. Not everybody. Mine burnt out like under 500 miles. Voromotors replaced them, and they've been good now for 3,000 miles, so it's vetted. And also people are having trouble with the app, so they have an upgraded app. But the InMotion RS 2.0, it's like $36.99, and I have a bonus code, ESAMIDNIGHT. You can get it for $35.99, $34.99, right? $34.99, 3,500 bucks. So that's not going to last forever. And you guys know, like, as of this moment now, my favorite scooter of that class, I consider that class like 3,500 to 4,500 bucks. InMotion RS, the best ergonomics, super fast, super comfortable to ride is what I really like about it. What I don't like about it is the half twist throttle. I need to replace mine. It's really no big deal. I think the folding mechanism is pretty good. Takes a little bit to learn how to use, but once you figure it out, it's very solid. I mean, mine hasn't really gained any play in those 3,500 miles, so that's a very, very good sign. And InMotion RS, big fan. And the last thing, specific scooter-wise, before I say hello to everybody here, I've tried to been saying hello to everybody in the comments. Oh, come on, what the fuck? Oh, there you are. Okay, I thought I lost all the chat. I'm driving around a lot on the EMOVE Cruiser V2. I mean, if you guys notice, if you watch a video, a long-form delivery video, I'm just on this scooter almost every day. If I'm doing a double, I want to start on my EMOVE Cruiser V2. It's not as fast as the higher priced scooters. This scooter's only 1,900 bucks, $1,850 if you use the Electric Scooter Academy, $50 off bonus code. But it's just so light, and I get 40. I got used to driving slow. I've been driving it in first gear, 20 miles an hour, getting like 40 to 45 mile range shifts. Really 42 and a half is the most. But I'm just falling in love with this fucking scooter, which is crazy because when I first got into scooters, the first big scooters that I bought were EMOVE Cruisers, directly from China. This is when the Speedway 4 was basically the same thing. This is when I thought I'd go into the scooter business by cloning these cruisers, but those models I had so much trouble with. I bought 4 of them over like the course of a year. They were a pretty good price. It was 300 bucks for the shipping for each unit. I got them one at a time. But the scooter was only like, it cost me like 900 bucks. You can buy that scooter now for 1,100 bucks at Voro. It's pretty amazing. But I recommend if you're going to buy an EMOVE Cruiser, spend the money and get a V2. They're not that much more expensive. And if you can afford the difference between like a $1,500 price point and the $1,850 on the all-wheel drive, get the dual motor. I've been on the dual motor version. I have over 2,000 miles on it. No motor, no controller problems. Tires, very, very easy to change. I actually have my phone right now is up against, here, I'll show this to you really quick. This is the tire that I'm going to be installing this. This is actually from a EMOVE Cruiser V2. I took this off and I took the tire off, and this is the tire that I'm putting back on my, finally the rear tire on my EMOVE Cruiser all-wheel drive is going bald at 2,000 miles, which is really good. And I've been saving the front tire by not peeling out. You know, these fucking stand-up scooters, the front tire just goes really, really quick, right? So make sure you also, if you're interested in that scooter, join the EMOVE Cruiser V2 Academy, small group, but you can post your brags on there, your modifications. If you have problems, post there. Also join InMotion RS Academy. That group I'm proud of because it's really just grown. I don't even promote it. I haven't been promoting it that much. And it's got 1,000 members in it. A lot of people posting on there. And I can answer questions about the RS. Like I do know a lot about the RS. The way I run my academies is mostly I let other people do it. I let like the members answer questions and all this shit. Every once in a while, Melvin will chime in there with a solution to a problem or offering to help somebody. So I mean that's pretty fucking cool. Melvin's the owner of the company. When I say Melvin, he's going like above and beyond. But I also have the EMOVE Roadrunner Academy. Information about the Roadrunner. Yeah, we're still talking scooter stuff, and then I'll answer questions and bullshit with you guys. And we're going to smoke. I got my Dynavap B here. I'm really getting into vaping raw flower. EMOVE Roadrunner Academy, 5,000 plus members. EMOVE Roadrunner SE is the small edition, or is it the E.S.A? Where the fuck is it? It's like $8.99. It's a single motor version. A lot of people are buying that just for modification. If I bump into some money, I do want to do a big modification on my SE and turn it into a really fast little pocket rocket. But it costs a lot more money than I thought to like do a full modification of battery, motors, brakes, tires. It's like 2,500 bucks. So if you ever think that you can like put together one of these scooters like piecemeal, unless you have like every single skill possible, you can't. You can't beat like the production line cost. There's also the Roadrunner V2, Roadrunner V3. Roadrunner V2 is what I'm driving around in. I actually have the V1, which isn't really out there. It's got like the kind of the really shitty seat, but I like the V2 or my V1. You can call it the V2 because you can carry the battery horizontally. The new V2 compared to just the V1 has a better seat, much better seat, but it takes up the space where you can put the battery if you want to carry it. And the Roadrunner V3, EMOVE Roadrunner V3 is the version same as the V1 and the V2, but it has shocks and it has pedals. So the shocks do make a big difference because one thing the V2 was notorious for is just basically being somewhat uncomfortable. I mean, it's a very tiny little vehicle, but the V3 has shocks, rear shocks. It does make quite a big difference. And it's also got pedals. For those of you guys that live in a market where cops are after you and they're following the letter of the law, forget about wattage size. I think that would be pretty easy to like get away with. If you're dealing with the police, they're not going to ask you the wattage, but your vehicle's got to have pedals, right? If you live in a place where they're strict. So the V3 has an optional pedal kit. I actually took the pedals off my V3 and I've been riding it around with the pegs. I really prefer the pegs. I'm going to load up the vape here just for as we get ready. Get your smoke machine ready. I'm going to go in there and I see you got a bunch of questions in there. A lot of people in the chat. I appreciate it. What's up, Vegan Cookies? What's up, Electric Rider? Big Boys PEV. How are you? Don Scott, never misses one. Mysterio71, my friend James from Electric Scooter Academy. Good to see you. Mark Andrews, how are you? Mitchell Camacho, what's up with you, man? Randall Gauss, never misses one. Good to see you. Who else we got here? Ozzy Jackets, how you doing? He's asking me how am I doing with all the protests. Maybe last stream, I almost regretted. I kind of gave my opinion on the protests, but it's not really in my neighborhood. Like I'm in Hollywood, the protests are downtown. It's quite a big distance. We don't anticipate them spreading here to Hollywood. I mean, we had a lot of protests during COVID. But anyhow, I'm glad you like the Boba Fett shirt, James. Yeah, we're staying safe over here, Mitchell. I really appreciate it. Vegan Cookies, good review, says Electrify Expo Phoenix was awesome. Get the VIP, it's worth it. Sounds good. I mean, if I asked for one, I could probably get one for myself, but I'm a man of the people. If I'm giving away general admission tickets, I want general admission myself. Plus, I don't want to race or anything. I just want to like hang out for 2 hours and then go home. Stony420, good to see you. You're right on time. We're going to light the smoke machine in a second. You guys have seen my fancy aristocrat flame proofer. What is this? Florida Slump City, is that what that is? FLA Slump City. I'm now getting a Roadrunner SE for upgrade so I can get it to go to 65. That's fucking cool. You didn't post in the Roadrunner Academy group about that recently. Somebody did. Somebody posted this incredibly general question. How do I make a SE go 65 miles an hour? It's like, there's so many things you need to do. You can't really ask the question like that, one thing at a time. Chexologist, what's going on with you, man? Just rode my scooter and in the ferry as well. Fits a single row of seats like a glove, unlike a bicycle, half its weight. I hear you, Chexologist. I've been on like the Metro, which is like the train system around here, the subway. I've taken like my biggest scooters on there. I even taken my big Roadrunners on there. I just sit on it, use them as a seat. Family and friends travel, how you doing? Oh no, he says, I'm done with e-scooter. I got into an accident, but I just met you, buddy. Sorry to hear that. I've had a lot of accidents as well. Florida Slump City says, hello, I'm from 561 Florida. I guess that's an area code, right? A zip area code, right? Yeah. Chexologist says almost 2,000 miles on my VMAX VX4. It's not ESG's brand. Paul left ESG for VMAX. Really? Holy cat. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Okay, here's the thing. Here was my understanding. There's this line of scooter, VMAX. I know nothing about it, but I remember when Paul, who's the voice, I guess he's no longer the voice of Electric Scooter Guide, or is he? Are you guys hiring? Do you guys need a new voice? Can I work for Electric Scooter Guide? You probably got to travel too much, right? Like, what am I going to do? But, oh, Vegan Cookies coming in with the 99-cent super chat. I didn't even set a goal for this one. I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you very much. Looking forward to eating vegan cookies with you one day. I mean, vegan snacks are the best snacks. They still got the sugar and everything in it. But anyhow, so Chexologist is dumping some gossip on me right here. Let me read this one more time. 2,000 miles on my VMAX VX4. Whenever he mentions this brand, I say, is that the Electric Scooter Guide brand of scooter? And I don't think anybody's ever answered me. I thought it was. Like, you know, maybe like the channel has like a house scooter. And Chaxologist says, no, it's not ESG's brand. It's Electric Scooter Guide. Paul left ESG for this company, VMAX. I had no idea about that. I assume they'll be at Electrify Expo no matter what. But Paul is not. Paul is like not the first voice of Electric Scooter Guide. What's going on over there, Electric Scooter Guide? Man, I would be a good voice of Electric Scooter Guide, right? I could do both channels. I still got to do fucking deliveries. But hey, Electric Scooter Guide, you ready for somebody with who curses a lot? I remember when I met Paul. You know, I kind of intentionally, unintentionally, first couple of years of making a channel, I kind of pretended to like. I mean, maybe you do hate on ESG a little bit because they're the #1 channel. There are channels with more subscribers, but their videos individually do get more views than any other electric scooter guy, electric vehicle person, maybe other than like Saronster, which I don't know if that even counts. That's like a whole other niche almost. But I met Paul at Rider Fest a couple years ago, and I said to him, hey man, you know, like I probably said some bad shit about them, like in streams like this, you know, a small audience, not like the whole world is hearing it. But I definitely made it seem like I didn't like them or was at war with them. But I met Paul at Rider Fest. I was like, hey, man, it's good to see you. You know, disregard everything you might have heard me say or heard that I've said. You know, I'm just out here to make money. Let's sell some fucking scooters. And Paul's like, that's great, man. I really appreciate that. Yeah, let's sell some fucking scooters. Was that a good impersonation? So I got to look into that. I guess I'll find out all about that Electrify Expo. If there's any gossip, I'm sure that should get around. But I didn't know that Paul left Electric Scooter Guide. I almost feel like, are you fucking guys hiring? You want somebody like, yeah, I mean, I would work for them. You'd have to pay a decent amount. I mean, it sounds like probably a lot of fucking work. But I feel like the poor editor would have, that's right. If you work for Electric Scooter Guide as the voice, you don't have to edit any fucking videos anymore, right? Oh, that'd be sweet. That'd be sweet, man. I mean, I do have a little bit of a following I could bring there. Like, if you watch me, you already watch Electric Scooter Guide. But if you watch Electric Scooter Guide, you don't necessarily know who the fuck I am. Chaxologist, thanks for the gossip. I'm going to ask Melvin about that. I know Melvin's very close with them. Electric Rider says, I think he's talking about the InMotion RS or maybe the EMOVE Cruiser V2, any scooters. So they should make it so you can control the power of both motors individually to help save the tires. Yeah, there are some scooters where you can go into the app and like dial down the front tire, and that's really good. Richard Kidd, how you doing? Says, good evening, Steve. I'm pretty sure you can have all the parts needed for upgrading it the way you work. Come on, man. You mean like promote? Yeah, I know. I'm just not like, I feel like I need a manager or something. I'm so like busy, like just the general work of the channel and then the general work of being a DoorDasher. And I have like no free fucking time, but I'm also like a procrastinator, and I should probably be contacting places that have motors and batteries and just do it. Just a channel. It's good to meet you. That's the name of this guy on in the chat. It says, how's it going? How are you? Good to see you. Electric Rider says you can find a lower power scooter, the InMotion Climber. It's dual motor. I think it's a dual 7. Oh, you're answering a question. Sorry. Oh, that was you, Florida Slum City. It's funny how the mind works, right? This gentleman said, I'm turning my SE into a 65 mile per hour scooter, and he posted on EMOVE Roadrunner Academy, hey, how do I turn my SE into a 65 mile per hour scooter? And he got kind of trolled a little bit, and I allowed the post to stay because people weren't too bad. Mainly because it's too general of a question. It's like asking, how do I upgrade the motor? How do I upgrade the brakes? How do I upgrade the controller? How do I upgrade the entire fucking vehicle? Tires, everything, throttle, everything. It's too simple of a question. But he did say 65 miles per hour, and we commented here in the chat. I thought it might be the same person. So people were a little bit mean to you. I don't allow trolling on that site, but I did say to you, you're getting trolled to death in here because it's too general of a question. So it looks like you're here in the channel. You're doing some research. You know, I don't know, the best advice is maybe find somebody that's already done it near you. If you have somebody helping you, it's going to cost you money to have somebody help you, but I mean, the amount of time to learn a lot of this shit from scratch, unless you have a background in working on vehicles. But I feel like if you're asking that question, you probably don't. But anyhow, Stony420 says you're getting your scooter soon. Very good, very good. Don Scott says to save your front tire, shift the weight away from the front wheel. Actually, it's interesting. I thought that if you put more weight on the front wheel is how you get the front tire to last longer. Chaxologist says, I'm accident-free on scooters for over 4,000 miles. Defensive driving is a skill worth learning that pairs well with being able to stand high up. But have you had an accident and then 4,000 miles? I don't think you know anything until you really have had your accident. I've had like 7 accidents. One of them almost died, broke my collarbone, got knocked out. Another one was really, really bad where I I fell on my hands enough where I put gravel in my hands. This happened on a slow scooter. This happened on, like, when I had a Segway, when I had an ES4, when I wasn't wearing gloves. Like, I just woke up on the floor. It was fucking crazy. I've had a lot of accidents. Haven't had a good accident for a few thousand miles, but I just think that, like, mathematically, you're going to have an accident every 2,000 to 5,000 miles, like, no matter what, because, you know, the better you get at riding a scooter, the more, if you do have an accident, it's just not going to be your fault, but you have no control over if somebody just pulls in front of you, right? So the better you are, the less it's going to be your fault that you're going to have an accident. But given exposure to cars and the road and everything, different surfaces, circumstances, everybody's going to have an accident. So, knock on wood, I've been doing pretty good. I've been driving very slow, so God, I hope my next accident will be a slow one, but it's like, it's unreasonable to think we're never going to have an accident. Everybody's going to have an accident. The motorcycle world knows this. Everybody on a motorcycle knows it's not a matter of when, it's a matter of if, it's a matter of when you'll have an accident and how bad it'll be. Oh, Richard Kidd says, yeah, Paul left ESG months back. That's interesting. Why am I like feeling like I would like to work for them? Yeah, like I need a better job. I need a better lifestyle. Like working for them sounds safer than doing DoorDash. I wonder where they shoot out of. Maybe I should contact, I have my friend David. He's pretty high up in the company. Maybe they want to hire me. I want a salary though. I want a salary. I want fucking health insurance is what I really need. But no, I have health insurance. I just hate it. Clipgrid, how you doing? I don't recognize that name. Good to see you. Oh, Ramir is the face of ESG. I didn't know that. I know Ramir. I met him in person. That's very cool. That's very cool. He's got a good voice. Clipgrid, the front motor on my scooter just stopped working. It won't spin. It has a rubbing-like sound. There's resistance. You think you know what's wrong. It's either your like motor or your brakes, right? If it's your brakes, they're locked up, it sounds like. Probably sounds more like, and I'm not good at like mechanical stuff. Like I can do like, what's it usually? It's usually the hall sensors or something like that make it so your motor locks up. But I have friends that are mechanics, so I'm not a mechanic. So I don't have an answer for you, unless it's related to like your brakes. Like I know brakes really good, because I made sure to learn how to do my brake pads, adjust them, and how to bleed brake lines a while ago. And sometimes your brakes could be locked up holding your wheel in place, but most likely it's your motor, which is not that big of a deal because motor replacements are pretty inexpensive depending on the scooter, but it's not that big of a problem. But it could be also something to do with your controller. It could be fucking anything. So you need to find somebody that has knowledge. What was your name again? Clipgrid. Yeah, sorry I can't give you better advice. Go take whatever scooter you have, go to the Facebook group or the Reddit group, post on there, and that's how you start researching that. What's up, Greg the Hunter? How you doing? Chexologist says, yeah, Ramir definitely needs a swearing bald partner. I work good with people. I can be a good number two. I was telling somebody the other day, I was like, I either got to be the leader or the number two. You know, I could be a good number two. I don't really want to be like in the group of followers. Obviously, as a DoorDash driver, I'm a regular follower as just a driver, but you know, I could be a good number two, though. I can respect number one and be a number two. So I don't know. I don't know if they are hiring. What's up, Sion Tel says, you have a good day. You too, buddy. Randall Gauss, how you doing? Says, Raspy Rides, I know who that is, on YouTube has some great and fun videos showing many different upgrades and mods for scooters and bikes, and most people can follow pretty easy. So check out Raspy Rides channel. I know him. He's put like, there's some people who like I know had to put a lot of time into making their channel successful, and I think Raspy is doing pretty good. His channel's like bigger than mine for sure, and yeah, I know who Raspy Rides is. He makes good videos for sure. Das Giro, the Carolinian hamster VTuber. How you doing? It wouldn't be a stream without you, buddy. It's good to see you. Are you still riding your e-bike? Chexologist says, it was mostly rushing. That was the reason I got into an accident. Yeah, I understand that. The key trick for me when going much faster is to stay in the center of the road. Keeps me away from cars or people when pulling out to the side. Yeah, that's the thing is, you know, I've been posting a lot of shorts recently because I just want to up my subscriber count. You know, there's hardly any money in shorts. I have a short that got like 120,000 views in the last couple of days. It's $8, so it doesn't pay shit. It's hard to get a video with that many views. But so I've been pumping up my subscriber count a lot recently, but I'm getting trolled like crazy because these fucking shorts, which is what I want, they attract like a new demographic, a new group of people that haven't seen my videos. And man, people are such fucking assholes. Like again, I feel like people are good, but new people can really be fucking assholes. So somebody was saying, like, get out of the road with that thing, get on the sidewalk, it's dangerous. I'm like, you dummy. I rarely answer back, but if you ride a scooter on a sidewalk, that's more dangerous than anything. You can ride in the bike lane like a bike if you're riding bike speeds, but my scooters go 40 miles an hour, 45. I'm not on the freeway. Nothing around here has a 55 mile per hour. Did you give me another donation, Vegan Cookies Reviews? Is that the sale? Thank you very much. I hope somebody didn't steal your account. Thank you very much for the 99 cents, Vegan Cookies good reviews. But yeah, when you ride a fast scooter, take the fucking center lane. Like, you know, my friend Aaron, may rest in peace, he died on a motorcycle like 7 years ago. 7 years ago was a while. I knew him, yeah, it was a while ago. But he taught me about riding as a motorcycle guy. He's like, look, you either control the lane, in the middle of the lane, or get hard to the right like a bike. But don't be in the middle. So, you know, somebody's fucking trolling me, telling me to get the scooter off the road because I'm like in the middle of the lane. But if you're not slowing down traffic behind you on your scooter, your bike, you should be controlling the right lane. Now, as far as should you ever even go in the left lane, I don't know. I do all the time. You know that. That's like the biggest risk I take in my life. Otherwise, I'm not like a risk taker. But yeah, getting like all these views, got like a couple 100,000 views in like a week or two because of these shorts that I'm posting. The trolling is like, it's crazy. I can see how like a truly famous person. Oh, wait a second. Is this? Oh, so I didn't like this one yet. All right, guys, hold on a minute. Gotta light the fucking smoke machine. We're 35 minutes in. Hold on a minute here. What do we got here? Oh, this is a good. Let's listen to this. Dynavap V Vaporizer. This is something that I got. I've been smoking since I'm 25, and I'm gonna be 55 at the end of this year. 30 fucking years. My lungs are good. I don't really have any issues, but I thought it'd be better for my health to start trying to vaporize herb. And this is like the most entry-level handheld vaporizer that you light yourself. And it only gives you like 1 or 2 hits. It's very clean, it's very pure. It can still make you cough. Point being is I've been vaporizing raw herb. This is not traditional vaping as you see guys, vaping like with the automatic vape on the street or THC cartridges. This is flower, you see? I got flower in here. But watch how this works. It clicks. It makes 2 clicks to tell you that it's ready. You gotta focus to see the click though. See that? Jump. It's very much like a nothing little hit. The flavor's amazing. It's better for your lungs. This one's gonna make me cough though. Just a fun little device, something new. When you're smoking, like, it's crazy to think. I feel like I'm a testament to that it's not bad for your health. 30 years. Like, I might have health issues, but nothing to do with my lungs or my brain. But I feel like I'm a pretty good testament to, like, you can smoke your whole fucking life and you still gotta try to eat healthy, which I also don't do, but I try. And you gotta work out. That I kind of stick to. Then you take this out. I've been keeping the leftovers because I'm going to make edibles with this. This is going to be hot, but I can't wait. Pull it off, boom. Put that in there, boom, and then it's ready to go. Pack another bowl. Let's do 2, guys. Let's do 2. Like the smoke machine, girls. Let's go, ladies. Come on. I don't know why I'm talking to you like we're in a gym locker room, but... Alright, so... One more hit. Very good hit. That's my new little toy. I like it. Electric Rider says I have one that is electric that I can use in my vaporizer that I use for cartridges. Yeah, as I was doing research on these vapes, watching video after video, I can see there's like an amazing variety of these things out there. You have to be like a certain age. Remember the wooden box vaporizer that had like the plastic tube that you'd suck out of? And I'm pretty sure that thing just had a soldering iron, like the head of a soldering iron in there or something. I was looking those up earlier today. Like they have modern versions of those that are like $400. But this thing was only $50, which actually might sound a lot for what it is. It's actually got like the cap, the bowl, and this is silicone, and there's a piece of metal that runs through here for the vapor tube they call it. But it's cool. It doesn't get hot. It does get hot if you touch the metal, but like the silicone makes it so you can handle it. And I really like this. This is kind of like my new thing. I might want to order, if I like this enough, I'm gonna use it for a month. I'm gonna maybe do an upgrade and buy like an electric one, because this is a lot of work. And the bowl's on. I watched a making of for this product from the channel on Dynavap. It was very interesting. They did like I don't know why they did it, they did like 6 5-minute episodes making of this. They had many prototypes. Not a simple thing to make, but a lot of people were wondering like, is this enough of a bowl? You see how small this bowl is? Like, this is a pen. See? Look at that. It's almost the exact same size. So a lot of people who tried this said, is that bowl going to be enough for people? Is it going to be too small? But I guess what they figured out by testing it is a lot of people kind of agreed, like I agree, when you do a small amount like this, you get like 1 or 2 like really perfect hits, and you will not burn it, and then you just pack another one. So I like this product a lot. I like this product. I don't think it's that popular. I do notice that it really leaves you more open to flavor for sure. We got some DoorDash comments coming in here. I'm sorry I never talk about DoorDash on here. I should. Ryan Mercado says, I like to multi-app because primarily you don't need to have a high acceptance rate, because you can choose the best paying offers out of all the gig apps. Man, you're bringing back the memories, man. I used to multi-app. I got fired from Uber. I've always been keeping it a secret as to what happened. I can just tell you I didn't do anything to anybody. It didn't involve another person. It was a problem I had with the company. I got fired, basically, from Uber Eats, which didn't really matter that much. Part of the reason why I took the chance of what I did and got fired was Uber was not giving e-bike and bicycle couriers orders. So I didn't mind that I got let go from fucking Uber. Fuck them. And then Grubhub, I've been on a wait list there for 3 years. Caviar's gone. Postmates gone. You can still order. It's weird that you can still order Postmates as a customer. It just shows how loyal people are, even though there are no longer Postmates drivers. If you order off Postmates, Uber Eats will do the job. And if you order off DoorDash, if you order Caviar, people still have the Caviar app. Remember that, the Caviar app? That was in contention. I did some Caviar jobs. But now Caviar is on DoorDash. I get DoorDash and Uber bought out these companies, got all the jobs. Interestingly enough, on DoorDash, it often says that it'll tell you if you're doing a Caviar job. But yeah, multi-apping, man, those were the days. I was on Postmates, I was on Uber Eats, I was on Caviar, I was on DoorDash. I had all 4 apps on multi-apping. I feel like very lucky that I live in a great DoorDash market. I don't take it for granted that I can walk out my door and just start doing deliveries, because a lot of people will drive in from the valley, take the metro in from somewhere out of town to do deliveries here or downtown. But my market is like, it's pretty strong. I'm just basically, I feel like the algorithm with DoorDash is very smart. It's basically said, we don't want to pay more than $22 or $23 an hour, including the Proposition 22 adjustment, which guarantees us drivers like 125% of minimum wage during active hours. Not as good as it sounds, because active hours is when you have an order. So if you're out there for an hour working and only half the time you're getting an order, it's not that great. But I've been doing really good. And I think I've been maxing out what the algorithm will allow. I think the algorithm wants to pay about 22, maybe at the most 25 an hour. That would be high. I've had some weeks recently at 24 an hour, but I feel like, you know, they're just giving you what they can fucking afford, or not what they can afford, but what they want to pay to make their fucking edge. And I don't complain about, I mean, I do complain, but, you know, it is private contracting no matter how it seems like. So if you don't want to do it, just fucking quit. So I like doing it. I'm making good money at it. If I was multi-apping, I'd be making more money, I'm sure. But I'm just very happy that DoorDash is enough. Like working the right hours, working a pretty modest schedule. I'm doing good. I basically make a couple grand a month from DoorDash. That's about what my rent is, like $2,100. I almost always like make my rent, and I kind of look at it that way. As long as I work DoorDash for 25 hours a week, that'll pay my rent. I am actually considering ditching my shitty insurance plan. I have covered California Blue Shield plan, which I hate, and buying private insurance and getting the DoorDash stipend. For those of you guys don't know, if you work 15 hours a week, you qualify, 15 to 25, you qualify for a $750 quarterly health insurance stipend. If you work 25 or more hours a week, you get $1,600 every quarter. So that's like almost a little over $500 a month, which sounds great, but private insurance for somebody my age, it's like $600-700 a month. So I am thinking about getting private insurance, and for the first time ever applying for the DoorDash health insurance stipend. And the reason why I don't get it now is because I have covered California. This insurance does not cover any like government supplemented programs. Covered California was great until I needed to use it, right? And now it's like I hate the doctors that I have. I have Blue Shield, but I have a shitty tier plan, so I want to upgrade it. I'm considering about getting private insurance, whatever. So I'm just talking about anything. Hey, what's up, Armor T? How you doing? All right, let me go back here. Ryan Mercado says, we were talking about what lanes to drive in. Bike lanes are good if you tend to drive below 22. I agree. But the risk of running into people leaving or entering cars is still there. Yeah, I've been doored hard twice. I mean, knock on wood, it's been a while since I've had a bad accident, but I've been doored really badly twice, and that shit sucks. And you have to be very, very aware of people coming out of their car. My biggest fear is like a little kid could just like walk out in between the cars. If you're in the bike lane of any speed, like you'll smash that kid. So I am like, when I'm in the bike lane, I am like hypersensitive. I try not to fly in the bike lane, but I'd rather just be in the center lane, you know? Like my scooters go fast enough. Dasjiro says, I saw a young cat on a motorcycle with earphones. I like you like a cat, like a real cat, like a meow cat. I think that's cool. I like animals on motorcycles. Thanks, Stoney's 420, Big Chili. Yep, we're getting lit here for sure. This is interesting. Marcus Gleason says, don't multi-app because customers will DOB you. Well, I guess you can give you a bad rating and you'll get deactivated. That's not true at all. all the successful drivers that make more money multi-app, you got to know how to do it. You got to know how to do it. I mean, if you're on two wheels especially, man, it's pretty easy to like get to and from places. Manuel O says, not enough people fuck with Dynavap. I think it's good for you for being cultured. It is interesting. I've been aware of this product for a while. This has actually been out since 2022, the little one. I guess up until 2022, this always existed. They're bigger and they're nicer. They're like more metal looking, but they're definitely bigger with probably a bigger bowl and probably just better quality than this. So this seems to work great. But it's very much like it's like a connoisseur's product. Like to smoke this and not, to vape in general and not combust. This is called convection, right? To use convection instead of combustion, which is what smoking is, it's a big change for people. But I feel like now that I've been fucking with this for like 2 weeks, I'm feeling like this shit gets me fucking super medicated, like just as much as like a lung burning bong hit. So it is like a connoisseur product, a connoisseur device. I feel like, if you've been smoking your whole life, you're used to like a certain feeling. When you vape like this, when you vape flower like this, it's a lot of flavor. You can still cough your fucking lungs out. It is interesting. Yeah, like I don't know if you can see. Can you see it? Yeah. Like this is the leftovers. So instead of burning black, it just turns like an orange or a brown. And they say this still has like 10 or 20, 30% medication in it. So you can turn this into edibles. Let's light another one, guys. We got time to kill here. Oh, wait a minute. This is already packed. That's how you know I'm fucking stoned. Mr. Steeps, how you doing? Okay, I had a question about one of your videos. You said you left your wife and kids to go DoorDash. What's your story on that? That's just the dumbest clickbait ever, but I do it every once in a while. I've never been married, never had any kids. So it's just stupid clickbait. Apologies if you're a real fan for going too far with that, but I'm desperate. I feel like the YouTube algorithm, I like my videos. I still think they're fucking great. People still like them, I know, but to break out of like a certain amount of views, it like almost requires clickbait. So yeah, it is what it is. I've never been married, no kids, and but I did move out here from New Jersey, not to do DoorDash. Really, it's all just a lie. So it's a lie. My people don't believe in hell, so it's not a problem. Ooh, Manuel O says, think about getting a Vong or the new ball. I'm gonna screen capture that and look at that later, okay? Those are different types of vapes, I guess, right? Bomber T says, the world is fucked right now, man. Hey, that's why you gotta smoke, man. They say smoking makes you forgetful, but why do you want to fucking remember everything, right? You gotta spin this thing to make it evenly. There you go. See how it jumped? Like, hook it for a couple extra seconds. These are good hits. I don't think you can see the hit that well, but it's a good hit. Ooh, okay. Mr. Clark, he knows what he's talking about. He says, put the Dynavap in the bong. This is for 10 millimeter stems. I don't have a 10. I have a 14 and a 16. I don't have a 10 millimeter stem. That's the problem. Yeah, this is actually a very cool product. If you have a 10 millimeter bowl, you can put it in there and just smoke it out of a bong. Maybe I should order a 10 millimeter bowl just for that. I think before I would do that, I would buy like a higher end vape that's like electronic, because while it's kind of like a novelty, it's kind of fun lighting it up, but that's a lot of time to wait in between hits, right? So I think my next thing is going to be, you'll see on the show eventually, I'm sure, is a like an electronic vape device for flower. And also what I want to do, let me just say it again so I can motivate myself. When I started the podcast, I went through a phase where I was streaming from my computer, fully mic'd up, and I had a screen that we could share, we could watch videos and stuff. And I like doing that, but just to be honest, it was like a lot more labor, a lot more difficult to set up. And that program was costing me like $60 a fucking month. And I don't really make that much from the podcast, $60. I'm not giving money away. So, but I miss doing that format. I want to share my screen with you guys and show you videos. Let me say again, soon, if not the next one, maybe the one after that. I gotta find my microphone. I couldn't find my wiring today. I was looking, is that it right there? Hold on a second, let me see if that's it right there. No, I was looking for the wires for my mic, my Samsung mic. I could always just order the wires, but I want to be able to share screens. I want to talk, if I'm talking about the Hooga Daytona, I want to show it to you. If I'm talking to you about Facebook, I want to be able to show it to you. And I'm sorry, I've been lazy, a little cheap, but I'm working man. I squeeze every fucking penny. Hey, there's the LA Courier. How you doing, buddy? We saw Eddie on the street yesterday. Got to meet my girlfriend for the first time. Eddie and I always hang out. Eddie's going to be on the podcast, by the way. The second I catch him when we're outside. Nobody's coming into my apartment. I don't need anybody in here. But I like doing those podcasts from the road. Kind of makes it a lot easier to be out there. Maybe I'll be working or on my way to work and do an hour podcast. And last time Eddie was out there hanging out, I was thinking next time I'm going to have Eddie sit next to me, and he'll co-host with me, because it'll be very cool. You guys will like Eddie. He's a cool guy. He's basically an electric bike DoorDasher who's been doing it for a long time. He's got a great fucking story behind him, a real professional working actor. He's been in shows that you know. And yeah, so Eddie, we'll do it. I'll let you know. I'll give you like a day's notice. Next podcast is Wednesday. Maybe we can do it like at the end or beginning of a shift. Because I'm working like a lot right now. Not a lot, but like super regularly. The weather is good. I like to take advantage of it. The days are long. I like to take advantage of it. But I think it'll be really fun having Eddie as like a co-host, at least for, whatever episodes we can hook up for. Bomber T says, kids equal maximum stress. Yeah, I hear you, baby. Yeah, Ryan. Raspberry Rise and Wilsh are both multi-app. They haven't run into trouble since they started to multi. There's no trouble with multi-app, and you can multi-app. It's not allowed. I know that some people will talk about like I'm turning off the Uber app while I do DoorDash, but you can multi-app. The thing is you have to do what are you balancing? You're balancing your ratings, right? You're balancing, if you're multi-apping, you're one of your top. Everything is important depending on the site, but for DoorDash, you have to keep your customer rating up. You can't let your customer rating fall. You lose your platinum status. You have to keep your acceptance rate up, so you can't let that fall. You lose your platinum status. Platinum to me is everything. I don't ever want to schedule. So you can multi-app, and your on-time ratio actually doesn't count, except in the fact if you're extremely late regularly, your customers are going to give you bad ratings. So you can just look at your numbers to know whether or not you can multi-app. If your acceptance rate is where you want it, if your customer rating is where you want it, if your on-time metric, I do not think is important. I think ever since, I don't know if you guys are old enough, but there was a time when Domino's Pizza had 30 minutes are free, right? How old do you have to be to remember 30 minutes are free? You guys tell me. But people were getting killed and ran over because these fucking drivers are rushing to their deliveries. This was like in the 80s. So I think ever since then, it's almost like federally illegal to make your on-time metric be a requirement for the job, or like it's just too dangerous. And I actually feel like most customers get their food on time anyhow, in my market at least. I mean, for me, they definitely do. I don't really know what other drivers are doing, but I feel like I don't really hear too many stories about, oh, I ordered DoorDash, it's taking forever. Because I mean, I remember like being in college and just ordering pizza, it would take an hour and a half sometimes. It's just fucking crazy. But I don't know, like they're making these orders happen. There's tons of drivers, so we know idiots like me are taking the shitty ones. Andy Eustace is good vape. Oh, you like it? Got the Dynavap beat right here. Boom. I let it cool off, and now I can pour this out, and we can pack another one. We're gonna go for at least another 5 minutes or so. I always like to do at least an hour. Yeah, I got you, Mr. Steeps. My pleasure. Don Scott's talking about random unleashed dogs. I hear you, man. It's fucking terrible. I hate that shit. Oh, Bomber T says, I have a baby mama now. Not cool. Well, I understand. I mean, I don't have any kids. I've had some scares, but no kids. So if it's not something you wanted and you got it, you got no choice, right? You gotta do your best with it. You're important to your kids, I'll tell you that. But I'm single. I'm not the right person to ask about kids. Electric Rider says, I have a rosin press. You take the bud with parchment paper and heat the press and make your own. Oh, yeah, I've done that with what's the thing that girls use for their hair? A curling iron? Yeah, no, I've done all that shit. Yeah, am I going to have time? So it's going to be fun. Okay, cool. I think after this, I'm going to go out and buy, I told my girlfriend I'm going to buy, like, food. We need food for dinner, something good. Like, shit that we can cook. We try to cook as much as we fucking can. Electric Rider says, I'm looking back to the 80s and I was rocking up. Game over. Yeah, I hear ya. Randall Gass says, I'm having flashbacks to the early 2000s when I was building and selling e-nails. Oh, that's cool. I live in a college town, so there was a big market. That's pretty cool. You're an entrepreneur, a weed entrepreneur. Yeah, e-nails. That's just for dabbing, right? But yeah, I used to be a big dabber. I mean, I went through a phase, a few years, a lot of it during COVID, where I only smoked oils. And then I started to just become really disappointed with the concentrates that they're selling in the shops. It was like one thing when you could get like mid-level for like 30 a gram. But then like they would be either that or like super high-end stuff, like $100, $70 to $100 a gram, way out of my price range. And then this like really cheap stuff that looks good started coming out, which I know exactly how they do it with color reduction columns, which you basically take shitty weed, run it through the system. It comes out with this like almost pure THC, which is like clear and glassy. It looks amazing. It fucking sucks. It all tastes the same. So I kind of stopped dabbing because I felt like the concentrates on the market were such fucking shit. So I do miss it like to a little bit, to a certain degree. All right, guys, I do got shit to do. We're close enough to an hour. Oh, Ryan Mercado says, the thumbnail of you claiming to make $100 on DoorDash is the best clickbait. I actually got fooled by it. You could probably make $75,000 a year. I don't know about 100, but there are guys who are pulling $1,500 weeks. If you work, every day, which some people do, it's their life. But don't forget, Will Sir has had months where he's made $10,000 in a month, $15,000 in 35 days. But anyhow, so let's do one more Dynavap hit. Maybe we get some music out here. See if I can find something good. Come on. Oh yeah, here we go. You know this? You're a nerd. This is your song. Hey Silver, all right, let me get ready to sign off here. Silver's asking me if I still have my first set of Dualtrons. No, my first Dualtron was a Dualtron Ultra, made it to 11,000 miles. I don't want to go through the process of buying a whole nother battery for that. At that point, I bought an Ultra V2, put 8,000 miles on that. Basically sold that a long time ago. And then I bought an Ultra 2, which I bought with my own money. Got a 25% discount as an affiliate from Motors USA, who, you know, they owe me affiliate money, which I feel like they're never gonna fucking pay me. So I'm not really a fan of them anymore. But then like 3 years ago, Melvin from Voromotors, when he was selling Dualtron, gave me a Storm. Still have the Storm. I still have the Ultra 2. I like my Ultra 2, but since I don't really do affiliate sales for these products, I don't ride them as much. But I do like them. Dualtron's a good brand of scooter. But I'm real happy with what I've got, the new stuff coming out. Remind you guys, Electrify Expo, the 22nd of this month. I got free tickets, Yoga Dude 9, YOGADUDE, YOGADUD number 9, Yoga Dude 9 at Gmail. Write me there. I'll figure out how to hook you up with a free general admission ticket. I'm super excited about it. I can't wait to fucking. I just like being around all these vehicles. It's gonna be cool as fuck. I definitely want to test ride a bunch of different shit. My pleasure, Electric Rider. I appreciate you guys. It was good to see you. All right, my friends. That's it. Thank you very much. Oh, hold on. I think there's more gossip in this. We got gossip about Electric Scooter Guide. Don Scott says, now it's Dualtron USA. So wait, has this become official? Is Motors USA no more? Is Motors USA no more? That's the I'm going to look up their website. Because I do know the gossip on them, actually. I can't say anything about it. I didn't want to say anything about it. But if the website has changed, now I can actually add a little bit of it. Well, I don't know. Motors USA. It looks like they. Hold on a minute. Oh no! Welcome to Dualtron USA. Okay, here's what happened. This happened to Cabo too. I knew this was good. Don Scott coming through with the gossip, because I went to Motors USA, and there's a thing here that says, "Welcome to whatever the fuck this is called," right? Dualtron USA. So what this is I'm not shocked, because I had heard about this. I already found it, Don. I heard about this 2 weeks ago from a very good source, and I didn't want to say anything about it. And then I heard from Melvin like yesterday or the day before. He was telling me, he's like, this happened, and Motors USA, which has just been around since I'm in this business from the beginning. I know the owner, Cooper. There's other owners I know, but like I felt like I was pretty close to those guys. And even though like I don't love the company because of this affiliate deal thing, it's not that big of a deal. Like they're still cool guys. They fucking sold Motors USA to the home company. So now, just like fucking Cabo, which doesn't have USA dealers except for their own brand, their own, like they have Cabo USA, I guess it is. Now they have Dualtron USA, because now Dualtron doesn't have an I'm pretty sure this is the way this is got, or are there other Motors dealers? See, that's what I'm confused about. Because Motors USA was like the biggest Dualtron dealer, but there were other places that were Motors branded. But I know that Motors USA, that particular company, was bought by Dualtron USA. That's like the owners, the home base company for Dualtron, which is a Korean company, by the way. They're still manufactured in China. But I'd heard this a while ago, and I didn't say anything because it's like a secret, it's not supposed to be let out yet. So now it's official. Motors USA no longer exists, and Dualtron, which is the home company for the Dualtron brand, now owns them, and it's called Dualtron, whatever. I don't want to advertise these motherfuckers. So anyhow, thank you very much, Don. Thanks for confirming what I already knew and was keeping to myself. All right, guys, be good. See you.